One of the biggest sell-off just happened today on Nasdaq, S&P 500, gold, silver, and lots of turning points and pivotal points we are seeing today in many asset classes, many charts. Hello, everyone. This is Ali Safi from Safi Financial Network. Today is October 31st. Happy Halloween. And in this video, we're going to talk about the market, talk about charts, and talk about lots of good stuff today happening to the market. All right, let's start with S&P 500 daily chart. So we were waiting for this sell-off, and I know that lots of people are saying, "Hey, Ali, you're wrong about this sell-off because we are hitting a new all-time high in October." But I just said I'm not participating in this rally actively. Passively, I've got stocks invested, but I'm allocating my cash. So this is my strategy, and we are patiently looking at good opportunities down the road. Today, we just got hammered, like market just going down, annihilated, and big reversal just happening. And I believe that we may see a bounce potentially tomorrow with NFP numbers coming, but even Amazon with the good earnings and Apple cannot save the market. Microsoft can't save the market with fantastic earning. Meta can't save the market with a good earning as well. So all in all, when you see earnings are coming good, but market just sold off after that, this is usually a bearish signal for the market, at least for a short term. Especially geopolitical tensions are just spiking up again. So it seems like there's going to be a movement in Iran's missiles launcher. They just see the movement there. And also, there were kind of like in North Korea soldiers in Russia. They're going to help Russia to attack Ukraine again. Seems like we are in World War III, right? So is it like a World War III that all countries are actually all helping together to just fight against another bunch of countries on the other side? This is happening in World War I, World War II. Maybe we are in World War III and no one's talking about this. Hopefully not, but this is scary. This is very, very bad for especially geopolitical tensions can impact the market. US election is coming this Monday, and lots of volatility, as I said, is coming from now until November, potentially 15th to 20th. And after that, we can see market bottom. So S&P 500 has sold off today, sharp volume, sharp sell-off, and we may see a bounce, but this bounce is going to be short-lived. I believe that 54 to 55 is coming. I'm not sure if we are going to take out the September low, because this is very, very important. If we take out September low, then we should just wear bear costume. We should scale out lots of positions, and we need to just get ready for the bear market. I don't think that's going to happen even bear market this year. But next year, we will have lots of choppiness down the road. Still early for that call, but S&P 500, as we expected, getting back to this level, which is a 56, 5,700. So 5,700 right now is important level just because this is institution level. And this institution level spiked up for a new all-time high. Right now, we just got back test here. SMA 50 as well. So there are lots of good support here. Technically, we may see a bounce, but this bounce is going to be, as I said, just a bounce for a potential sell-off to this area. So we will see how it goes. Even if we don't see a bounce, still the downside target is going to be here. Moving on to Nasdaq, which was kind of like a leading to the downside. Nasdaq is getting back to the downside. I believe that this lagging, even Nasdaq cannot manage to new all-time high, and we are getting to the downside. We can go all the way down here, even to this area, which is 18,461, which would be kind of like the ugly scenario. So we will see how it goes, but I should say if Nasdaq goes down, we're gonna have like 1,000 levels to the downside, which is gonna be a good buying opportunity, I believe, for lots of techies. So we will get to those ones later. US 30, which is Dow, just getting back to the downside, and Dow is taking out this low. So this hidden divergence actually is invalidated now, and we broke already this trend line. So this is very, very important because we break through this trend line. And nicely, we just got below this support as well. This is a wide range bar, and we got below this as well. Institutions are just pushing the Dow down. I believe it can go lower to this area, which is 40 to 41,000 for a potential bottom. Right now, this pattern is a weekly challenge for the market, for the indexes. So I'm not saying this could be just a bounce. Even if there is a bounce, that would be kind of like a short lived. Moving on to gold. Gold after just going higher. I know that I was short on this candle, but just went higher. But that's okay. So the bigger picture still that I have is going to be a reversal, and this is a big reversal. If job report comes tomorrow strongly, gold is going to be more downside. Look at the momentum here. Look at the RSI, MACD, stochastic. Everything just signaling for a big reversal to the downside. So I believe that gold can go to 25 to 2600 still. That's going to be the level. If it goes lower, if it breaks through, I believe 21 to 2200 is coming for a great lifetime buying opportunity. Still, that's going to be very, very good level for gold, and I'm just looking for that one. Moving on to silver, which had a reversal as well. So silver is forming a very nice reversal to the downside. This is a wide range bar after this October 23rd reversal, bearish consolidation bounce. And then this is a short lift. Basically, this means even if we see a bounce tomorrow, potentially to the wide range bar, we can get to bottom of this candle, potentially middle of this wide range bar. And then on Monday, or even next week, I believe there are lots of volatility because next week is going to be election, and an election, I think this is not going to be easy. Um, um, yeah, so this is not going to be easy election. I kind of like it having in that camp that this election is not going to be resolved very easily. So we will see. As long as I see the charts, this is not going to be easy one. So we can see more volatility down the road, and we can see more potential downside for everything except crude, which is beneficiary of geopolitical tensions. So crude just getting back to the upside, nicely going higher, and 2% to the upside as we expected. So crude get back to $70. Right now, we can expect if tomorrow or kind of like by end of this week, if we see some kind of like a more escalation in geopolitical tensions, crude can spike up to 81 to 84. Even it can just go higher in months of November. So we will see how it goes. But right now, crude recapturing its bottom. Still, there is going to be a hope for bulls. Moving on to individual names, starting with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, like the rest of the market, just going down. I believe this is just a corrective move for the next rally to the upside. Still, this pattern is pretty strong. The monthly pattern, the weekly pattern is very strong, and this is kind of like an overbought in a daily candle. And this overbought condition can be resolved within a week or so. And then after potentially next week, I would say Bitcoin can get back to its bullish momentum. Ethereum just getting to this important level, going back down. Seems like Ethereum still is in kind of like a choppiness, but we need to see Ethereum close above 2,800. That would be very bullish signal. Bond yield just getting back to the downside today. Still, this is very, very important area, folks. This is kind of like a pivotal point, I believe. And bond, at the other hand, is just forming the bottom information. So if a bond just I need to just bring this one down here, but let's just keep it here. So bond, if bond reversing back up above $94, I would say it recapture its strength to 103 to 105 for a potential higher high. VIX 13% to the upside. As I said before, when VIX is consolidating and holding itself above $16. When market is at all-time high, usually this is a very strong signal for VIX is going to spike up. Especially, look at this pattern, folks. So this pattern means VIX is challenging this area. And if it breaks, which I believe it's going to break through, VIX is going to have one of these spike for the first target 34 to 36, but it can go higher as well. So VIX can go higher next day, or VIX So we'll see how it goes. Volatility play is going to be very, very interesting one. Moving on to Dixie. Dixie is coming back down after bond yield just the weekend. I believe Dixie move is over right now. Magma indicator just going down after pop. And then today, just technology, Nasdaq bring it down. So this is a bearish signal for Magma, just because if it goes lower, I believe that it's going to go very lower. I believe it's going to go to 1300, so 200 points, which bring the all techies down. Moving on to Apple. After earning announcement today, Apple just going down to 124. Right now, Apple breaking through. If Apple goes below October 7 low, I believe Apple can head down to even sub 200 level. So we'll see how it goes, but Apple is potential for a downside. I believe all technology names actually are heading lower as well. So we will see. Amazon, after fantastic earning, it just jump up 194. But remember, Microsoft yesterday had a fantastic earning. It just jumped up after hours. But today, what happened to Microsoft? It just annihilated 6% to the downside. This head and shoulder pattern triggers. And this is very bad, folks, just because the neckline triggers and right now we are in a weekly head and shoulder here. So if this weekly pattern triggers below 384, then we can see Microsoft going lower. So this is gonna be a good buying opportunity, but on the other hand, lots of shareholders are gonna be panicked. Meta after hours even took more head. So Meta just announced earning yesterday. Not a bad session, actually, not a bad earning, but session was ugly. 4% to the downside. So what do you want exactly? Google had a substantial earning. Like this is marvelous earning for Google. Jump up, but fail in the rally. So it's just going down. Almost it's getting to beginning of this week candle tomorrow. And that's going to be kind of like disappointing for lots of big techies. They're in a corrective move. Netflix still holding up nicely. This is one of the minor names that hold up very nicely after earnings. Remember, last week Netflix goes up and still holding up pretty nice. Tesla going down 2%, actually 3% to the downside. If Tesla goes below this gap, it's going to gap fill all the way to 20. And that is kind of like a bearish signal, just because if it breaks through, then 165 to 186 is coming for Tesla. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to semiconductor index, SMH goes lower. AMD just annihilated again today. NVIDIA going down as well. SOX, the same pattern, goes down. If it goes below, actually this trend line broken already. So this is very, very important. When trend line is broken already, you see that we may see a bounce, a back test, or pullback, and then getting back to the downside, potentially to this area. So that's the level that I have. Moving on to Taiwan Semiconductors going down as well. Taiwan just formed a bottom here, at least for a bounce. AMD just going down below this trend line. Already head and shoulder triggered to the downside. AMD $100 to 125 is coming. NVIDIA, $6 down today. After hours, just gain a bit, but 4% to the downside. NVIDIA, like at all-time high, just going back down. If NVIDIA continues to the downside, I believe 76 to 83 is coming, but there is going to be tons of support here. So keep an eye on NVIDIA, which is 116 to 120. So this is the area that I'm looking at for NVIDIA. Let me just put market in our chart. If NVIDIA gets below this, it can go here. So this is very, very important. Texas Instrument going down today, breakout, then getting back. This is a bearish signal. This is not bullish. Lam Research goes down again. So Lam just after bounce, getting back to the downside. Even it doesn't bother itself to get to the upper part of this pattern. So this is a bearish consolidation in a weekly chart, and it can go lower as well. Moving on to XLF, which is financials spider. They're just getting back to the downside. That's why Dow can take more pressure to the downside, just because financials actually are weak. XLF is weak. KBE is weak. KRE is just a reversing to the downside. JP Morgan is forming the failure pattern here. This is not good. Goldman Sachs failure pattern here, not good. Bank of America is about to failing this bullish consolidation, which is not good. So financials are signaling for a downtrend. This can put pressure more on Dow Jones. Wells Fargo actually goes down 49 cents down. So GDXJ gold miners, as I said before, I'm not participating in gold rally just because gold miners are signaling the other way. So GDX just getting down, GDXJ $1.44 down, AEM $1.95 down. Newmont still continuing the downside. This is going to be a good buying opportunity if it gets here, somewhere around here. So we are going to look at the chart, but Newmont after earning just annihilated. Franco-Nevada 2% down, still 128 could be a possible scenario. Franco-Nevada actually got into very important institutional level here, so that's why there's no surprise. Gold Barrick, I like this one. Just the breakthrough this pattern, it can go all the way down to $18 area. Moving on to XLE, which is energy spider, still chopping around here. Everyone is waiting for geopolitical tensions. Crude just got positive. XLE survived 55 cents positive. XOP goes down. OIH just managed positive today. Exxon 9 cents positive. Still sellers to control. And Chevron just a doji bar 77 cents up. So we will see how it goes. But right now, I believe everything is depending on this weekend and also US election. So we will see how it goes. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.